Hello friends, in this video I would like to conclude or repeat all the rules we used in the previous videos to solve the syllogism related problems. Okay, simply I want to put all the rules we used in previous videos in a single video. Okay, so what rules we have used? So that is all plus all will give all. Okay, if the first syllogism is starting with all, second syllogism is also starting with all, and the subject of the the predicate of the first statement equivalent to the subject of the second one, then the conclusion or the derivation is going to be start with all. Okay, so whenever the first one is starting with all and the second one is starting with no, so the conclusion is going to be start with no only. Okay, so if the first one is starting with all and the second one is starting with some, and the predicate of the first one is equivalent to the subject of the second one, so then there is going to be no conclusion. Then there is going to be no conclusion. Okay, so and next one is we have as first one is starting with some and the second one is starting with all, so then the conclusion is going to be start with some. Okay, so if the first one is starting with some and the second one is starting with no, and then the derivation and the conclusion is going to be contain some and not. So the derived conclusion is going to be start with some, and in between it is going to be contain not. Okay, so whenever the first one is starting with some and the second statement or the syllogism is starting with some, so there is going to be no conclusion. So there is going to be no conclusion at all. Okay, if the first one is starting with no and the second one is also starting with all or some, so then the conclusion, the derived conclusion is going to be start with some, in the middle it is going to be contain not, and reversed concept. Reversed means what? The first one subject will become the predicate here and the second one's predicate will become subject here. Okay, second one's predicate will become subject here. So that is the concept of the reversed. And next one is when the first one is starting with no and the second one is also starting with no, so then there is no conclusion at all. So then there is no conclusion at all. Okay, so these are the rules I explained in the previous video. Okay, so whenever you are going to give exam, please remember all these rules, so it will make very easy to solve the syllogism related problems. Okay, so and our other normal rules we use these whenever there is all A's or B's. So from this we can conclude that when we interchange B's and A's, this all will become sum. So that means from this one we can conclude all B's are A's. So whenever there's some B's or A's, and then we can interchange A's and B's also. So from this we can conclude, from this we can derive all A's, some A's are B's. So that means indirectly when all A's are B's, so from this one we can derive some A's are B's and some B's are A's. Okay, and so whenever there is a statement like this, no A is B, no A is B. So from this we can conclude that no B is A also. Okay, so whenever there is no A is B, so from that when we can conclude no B is A. Okay, so these are the normal derivations, conclusions we derive from these statements. Okay, like these statements. Okay, so I hope you understand all these rules. If you have any doubt, please leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel.